it recording already?
Yeah, it's recording. So.
Starting from the top.
Yeah. I'm not the target demographic for this, so I brought the target demographic.
Super Trooper stars are gonna find me. Yeah.
Alright, let's just rip out the Band-Aid. What did you think?
Not nearly as good as I wanted it to be, because I wanted it to be good as the first one. But Cher was in it. Killer outfits.
For all 5 minutes.
I want to dance, I want to sing, and I want this to be my life.
A Cher life.
Handsome boys, handsome ladies. Grease.
Was Grease in this?
They're in Grease.
Oh, I mean like a song from the movie.
Oh, no.
No, it's gorgeous locations, I'll say that much. That's the nice thing I'll say about this.
It's a very average musical.
It's being nice. The Greatest Showman was an average musical, but this was...
My bar for musicals is much lower.
This movie sucked.
I disagree completely.
Okay, well, hear me out, and I'll let you make your counter arguments too, to be fair.
I don't know if I have one, but...
This movie never justifies its reason for existing. Because the entire time this movie's playing, I was like, okay... Again, and I have to come out this with the phrase, like, I'm not the target audience for this. And, like, but at the same time, just strictly from, like, a movie standpoint, my phone's like, what is the point of any of this?
To see Meryl Streep's live. To see her sleep with a
Meryl
bunch of
Streep
boys.
missed not appearing in this movie.
You know what I didn't like in this movie?
What's that?
Is that all the boys were creepy.
A little bit, yeah.
They were like, sleep with me, sleep with me, sleep with me. Please.
I didn't understand I didn't understand why her backstory was included in this at all, except to pad out the runtime.
But that's the whole thing. How did she meet the three guys? We didn't find that out in the first movie.
Do we need to know? Was that a question people were dying to know the answer to?
I was.
Okay, I guess so. But like, narratively, it serves no purpose and it does not, like, okay. This is gonna be comparing apples and oranges a bit, but the comparison that kept popping in my head was Godfather Part 2.
I've not seen Godfather.
Well, that kind of does similar to something this movie does, where like half the movie is a flashback to Robert De Niro as he like builds up the crime family, and the other one was Al Pacino running the crime family. But that one had a strict narrative purpose in that they're supposed to be reflective of each other's struggles.
See, I feel like it's just one of those movies that you know from the outset that it doesn't have any right to exist.
I know, but still, it's kind of like the same way like My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2 came out. Is like, it just feels like it's a shameless milking of nostalgia rather than any meaningful like attempt to continue a franchise.
I feel like that about all Avengers movies at this point.
But they didn't wait 10 years to make a new one.
Has it been 10 years?
Or whenever the first Mamma Mia came out.
It was a long time ago.
But it's on the same lane as like Dumb and Dumber 2, or again like My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2, or Anchorman 2. It's less of like, oh, we think we have a genuinely interesting story to tell here, and more of like, well, let's just think people liked from like a long time ago. Let's just make a new one.
Yeah.
That'll get us some bucks. It's a continuation of that.
There's no denying that.
Yeah, that's pretty evident. And then just like the way the trailer made it, like I knew I wasn't gonna like this going into it. I think it's fairly obvious. I didn't hate as much Unfriended 2, so there's that. That being said, like the choices that were made here are kind of baffling in the fact that the whole thing, like, half of this movie is about Meryl Streep and how she fucked 3 guys in a weekend. Is that what is that? Like,
rock on, girl.
Yeah, I mean, like, hey, good for you. Have fun. My point, like, the picture I was saying, like, this has nothing to do with the rest of the story at all. I use the term story loosely.
Story.
It's
a family story.
But, like, okay. Like, I would have been okay with, at least I would have kind of gone with it better if it was framed as like a storytelling device. Like if somebody said like, if she at any point asked anyone else in the story like, hey, how did my mom meet my dad's? And then you cut to the flashback. That would at least made a little more sense. But no, we just
already knows.
Well, I don't know. Tell the story.
All her 3 dads already.
Well,
she already has the story.
Well, I don't know if she knows that. Like, I haven't seen the first one, but either way, my point is...
You haven't seen the first one?
I've seen enough to know it's not for me.
Shame.
I've seen the Pierce Brosnan scene sections.
Shame. Shame.
Okay, look me dead in the eye and tell me I would like Mamma Mia.
ABBA!
I can listen to the soundtrack. I don't need to watch a crappy hour-and-a-half movie glorifying it.
No, it's so good.
Agree to disagree. I just know you watch poor Pierce Brosnan try to sing in that movie, and as soon as he starts singing this movie, he's like, oh God, why'd you make him sing again? Nobody like praised Pierce Brosnan in the first movie for his singing abilities. Nobody. That's like praising Gerald Butler in Phantom of the Opera.
I didn't mind Gerald.
I didn't hate him either, actually, if I'm being honest on that one. That one I did see. But then I also saw when I was young and impressionable, so I kind of take that. Kind of listen to it now compared to like an actual person that can't actually see Phantom of the Opera. It's like, yeah, there's a pretty big distinction.
Probably.
But anyway. That's a whole other topic. I don't want to start getting the Phantom of the Opera people on me now, although I think most people kind of agree that movie sucks.
I liked it. It was on TV a lot.
I liked it when I was a kid. It's kind of
in the background.
It's kind of one of those watch it again as an adult kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because I saw it in theaters when I was a kid and I didn't know any better.
Some beaters, wow.
I know, right?
Intense.
I know. I feel old now. It was. But anyway, I don't want to talk about Phantom of the Opera. So yeah. So again. So, like, I don't know, I feel like they could have found some way to incorporate the backstory a little more in a way that made sense, but otherwise, it just feels like, oh, here's the story about Amanda Seyfried rebuilding his hotel, and then suddenly, not Meryl Streep comes in to do some stuff for a while, and then back to Amanda Seyfried, who, again, it's neither of, like, it's mentioned once.
I hate that we don't know how she died. Meryl Streep.
Oh, yeah, she just died of off-screen disease.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, because by the way, Meryl Streep's character dies in this movie, and she only appears in, like, the last 5 minutes, as, like, I guess that's the most they could afford her.
Apparently.
The same goes for Cher. Cher's in this, but she's only in there to be Cher, and it's...
That's like 20 minutes.
Like, at most 20 minutes, and she's just there to have an excuse to see Fernando.
Cher is only in anything to be Cher.
Fair. At the same time, it's also like, she's supposed to be the grandmother, and I'm like, bitch, you look as old as Meryl Streep. I'm like, I ain't buying this bull crap for a second.
Outfit. It's not, it's, you know, you can do anything with a doctor nowadays.
Okay, now, I guess since I have you here, this is a good time to ask, as a Mamma Mia fan,
yeah,
what is the appeal? Which I know sounds like a condescending question, but I'm legitimate. Like, it's not meant to be. I'm legitimately asking, like, what is it that I'm not seeing?
ABBA.
Is that it though? Is it just ABBA?
And singing and dancing and what I want my life to be.
So is it wish fulfillment? Is that what it is?
Maybe.
Because that's okay. Then from that perspective, I can kind of get it. Okay, from that perspective, I can kind of get it a little more. Like, okay, you're in Greece, you get the beautiful locations, you can sing and dance all you damn well please, and everyone's just on the same page about it.
Yeah, exactly.
At any given time.
Yes, that's what I want in my life, ideally.
And this song just milks any song they could have gotten the rights to, and regardless of whether or not the actors give a shit about it or not. There are some songs, like, I'm watching the actors, like, just not, like, I was like, you have one job, to act. Why are you not acting?
In the acting
in the songs. Like, there was that weird duet between Amanda Seyfried and her, like, husband, who's the guy from Preacher, is the only thing I know him as.
When he was in New York?
Yeah, when he's in New York, and they have a duet, and, like, they're like, lip-syncing the words, but neither one of them are doing any remote, like, acting thing at all.
I don't like him.
I like him in Preacher. He's good in Preacher.
I don't know who... I've only seen him in that. I didn't like him in this.
Well, this isn't. I don't think this is a good reflection on anybody's acting talents. To be fair, like if I was gonna judge Colin Firth on this alone, I never would have seen Kingsman.
Amanda looks great. Marilyn always looks.
Amanda's doing her best. Amanda Seyfried's one of those actors. Like I don't think she's bad. I think she's doing her best.
And it's good.
It's existent.
I feel like the Captain America shield is a decent backdrop.
I know, right? Yeah, we're using that to block out the sun, if you're wondering why that's back there right now. Because we're seeing this, it's like 7:30 right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just close to 8. Anyway, that's... Oh, God. I don't know. Like, there was a lot of part I was just sitting there, just like, oh, God, please fucking end. This thing's 2 fucking hours long. And
I'm in the other chair.
Yeah, like, I'm watching You're Having a Good Time, and I'm just kind of sitting like... All right, you're having a good time. You get the appeal of this. I know it's not really about like the story or anything like that. You're there for the songs and you're there for the dancing and the grease set background.
I am.
And like, okay, fine. If that does it for you, good for you. Although like there's some parts of the audience who were like gasping and stuff like that. I was like, why are you surprised? It was in the trailer.
I thought it was so funny. It's just like a bunch of like mid-30s women who are just like,
like that's I'm like, like why are you surprised? It was in the trailer.
It made the movie more enjoyable.
It was also just. For me, like, I guess I'm like your friends, like I don't hate musicals. I actually like a lot of musicals. Like I'm a fan of Disney.
Yeah,
some musicals I like. I did Damn Yankees is a fun show. Fiddler on the Roof.
Sound of Music.
I've actually never seen Sound of Music.
I just watched it recently.
Okay, yeah. I'm not alone, and the one like has not seen. I even like The Greatest Showman, which isn't even that great of a.
I don't know if I've seen it.
But that's the one with Hugh Jackman as the circus guy.
Oh no, I haven't seen it, but I really wanted to.
That one was fun, but I think I was kind of thinking about that one too, and I kind of realized like why I like this one better than like that one better than this, even though like The Greatest Showman's not a good movie. Let me put that out. It's enjoyable, but it's not good.
I love Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman's he's charismatic as fuck. But like I think it's because in that movie I felt like a lot of the songs were at the very least like somewhat character driven.
Yeah, these songs didn't really have too much to relate to.
And this is kind of my problem with jukebox musicals in general, is more like, regardless of the characters who've actually seen these things in this world where people just randomly start singing, it just seems like it comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And it's caused like characters do just incredibly out of character things. Like the perfect example would be the young version of Harry, who looks nothing like Colin Firth, by the way.
No.
Like, none of these younger people look anything like their older counterparts.
I like the casting, though.
I'm not saying they were bad, but they look nothing like the younger people are trying a lot harder than the older people, that's for damn sure.
It did seem like that a little
bit.
Like,
because you, get Pierce Brosnan, Colin Firth, and I forget the last guy's name, but they could not give two fucking shits about being in this movie. I mean, they're kind of fun to watch because it's just those actors and they're just naturally charismatic, so they're kind of having fun with each other.
Dads now.
Colin Firth does not want to be here. You can just tell. From every screen he's saying, he does not want to be in this movie. Yeah. Pierce Brosnan's kind of having a little fun with it. He doesn't want to be there, but they clearly offered him beer and a chance to go to Greece, so he's having a good time.
I feel like all of the dads were just very low energy.
Yeah,
there's not a strong thread holding this movie together.
No, they're there because again, even the parts of the movie, anyway, I was talking about the Harry song, but the young version of Harry is kind of Hugh Granting it just a little bit. I was like, oh, I'm very British, and I'm so charmingly befuddled.
Young one.
And then he's trying to talk not Meryl Streep into having sex, and he says would you sleep with me? I'm a virgin, and I'm not even making that up. That's mostly what it sounds like.
Yeah, that was really weird.
And then he says look, we just met, which are perfectly legitimate things.
You'll be doing me a big favor by sleeping with me.
Yeah,
that was a really weird.
Yeah, and it was weird. And then out of nowhere, he just starts singing this song, and he starts doing these random dance moves. Okay, we've never seen him do anything remotely like this before.
And he's like spinning around, and then they sleep together, and it's super awkward.
Yeah.
And like, don't tell me you hated it.
And it was lovely, which is always just a great compliment to hear from a woman or anyone you sleep with in general, really.
It sucks just because, like, all of the boys were so creepy.
Yeah.
Or liars.
Yeah.
I didn't like the men of this movie very much.
I don't blame you. Yeah, everyone's kind of like, all the guys are pretty sleazy.
Yeah.
And then again, just the naivete of this main character woman, like not Meryl Streep too, is also kind of got annoying after a while.
I liked her, like, the whole way through. I just don't like that she's like, I love this man who had a wife secretly and then
Where it's like, I love this man I've known for a week.
Yeah.
Literally a week.
I just wanted her, like, she's all this, like, independent woman. I guess she's supposed to become this woman, but all the guys were gross.
Well, it's also like doing that, like, that free spirit crap. Like, everything, I want to explore the world, and everything's so simple if you just break it down. No, it's not. No, it's not.
I'm just gonna live in Greece.
Or just, or, like, she's a valedictorian. Yeah. At Oxford. Bullshit. Granted, I can spend a whole book about it's not realistic about this movie, so I'm not going to spend too much time on that. But what she used her valedictorian speech to do, she just rips her, like, robes off, and she's wearing this, like, 70s, like, go-go boots dance routine going on that all the school is just immediately on board for. That was my part where I was kind of looking at my sodas like, I really wish there was alcohol in here.
So good. I liked it.
I
like boas. I like kitschy costumes.
So you just like the cheesiness of it, basically?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That at least gives me some perspective.
Good. I'm glad. You're welcome.
I'll take what I can get, because again, like, I know I'm so, like, that's what I kind of wanted you on this specifically, because I was like, okay, I need someone to counterbalance my cynicism on this one, because I'm not gonna get it. But this movie also has a ridiculously high score on Rotten Tomato, and I have to understand why.
Does it really?
Last I checked, it was like 60 something.
Oh, that's higher than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, seriously. It's 79% on Rotten Tomato.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, that's, like, really good. So I'm kind of like, why?
Like, it's fun.
Okay. It's for the fans, I guess. Would you say is this better or worse than the first one?
Oh, way worse.
Okay, well, at least there's that.
The first one was magical.
Sure. You know what? If you thought it was magical, then let it be magical. All right? Who am I to take that away from you? Yeah. You enjoy it. You have fun with it. Don't ever make me watch it.
No problem.
Okay. Only if I could make you watch something equally, like, something I love that you would hate.
Probably. That's fine. I feel like that's inevitable anyway.
You're not wrong. No, hold on. It'd be great. Kirk Cameron made a second Christmas movie. It's like when we saw the Huntsman movie.
God, you'd have to give me way more alcohol for that.
That can be arranged. That can be arranged. No, we're talking about moving to a townhouse next year, so.
Oh yeah, and then you're closer to me now. I keep forgetting you're not in Gilroy anymore.
I know, right? Mm-hmm. Well, like I'm saying, which move to townhouse, parking would be a lot easier.
That's true. Oh yeah, and then we could just go over to your place. That'd be way easier.
Way easier than what we have to do now, which you have to park like a
block
away.
A mile.
Yeah, it feels that way. Unless you count walk through the creepy playground that's by because it's creepy, because it's like it's in the pitch, like in the darkest night. There's only like a few like lights that illuminate the play structure.
Ew, very creepy.
So every time you walk by, I swear I'm gonna see Pennywise in the corner with the red balloon and shit. Anyway, massively off topic. But yeah, this movie exists for exactly the reason you think it is. It's a shameless cash grab, but if you like the first one, I guess it works out okay. Mm-hmm. If you're like me, you're not gonna like it.
If you're like me, you will.
Yeah, so
but
there that is. I mean, I can't think of a whole lot else to talk. Is there anything you wanted to go over?
No.
Okay. Well, that makes that pretty straightforward then. So trailers?
Yeah.
I love the name for this one because it makes me laugh because of how much, like, how clear
kids one?
This is the kids one. Yeah, it's called Wonder Park. Even though, like, the whole thing is that they're going to Wonderland. So you know they really wanted to call it Wonderland, but they couldn't because they're already, like, getting threats from the mouse.
Probably.
They're like, you call us Wonderland, we'll sue your fucking asshole!
Probably. It looks...
I don't know what the fuck that's about.
Good. It looks like, I don't know, like, you go to, like, those kids sections on like Hulu and like that's what's on there.
It's like something I can.
It looks like.
It's like something I get mad at my sister for watching on my Netflix account, even though I made like her own thing. Like, stop using my account to make your kids watch stuff.
I love it. Keep doing that. That's funny.
So I've come to the one day. It fucks everything up too, because one there is like, do you want to continue like aqua mammals?
Yeah.
Or dino counters? I don't know.
Button smash play.
They're like, no, I do not. He's like, well, because you like dino counters. We like Bubsy the Bobcat.
Absolutely.
I'm like, no, I would not.
Great. Keep going, Michael's sister.
Because it's great. Is he always like my thing is like John Wick or Lost in Space or BoJack Horseman and dino counters. That's not a real show, by the way, but I wouldn't be surprised it was out there somewhere. Just dinos going, I only have 3 fingers. You combine with the other 3 fingers, you get 6.
Whoa.
Love how I just created this entire show. Anyway,
explain it. I could do the voiceovers.
Well, that's something we gotta talk about later. Then we got Boy Erased. This is the first time I've seen this trailer. You've apparently seen it before.
I haven't actually. I didn't know this movie was coming out.
Oh, when the trailer started playing, you said, I want to see this.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, gays. I'm gay. Just to make sure we're clear
that's a pretty well-established fact.
Okay. I just want to...
For new viewers, we've been getting a lot of new subscribers lately.
It's hard to put that into context.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, like, I was kind of surprised you and I didn't love Simon.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I went with a group of people to see that, actually. And
did you like that movie?
Like,
I actually really liked that one.
I did.
That was one I really liked. I'm not going to lie. That one got me. I was like, okay, all right, that was really good.
Yeah, I like that one. I feel like I'm going to like this one.
It's directed by Joel Edgerton.
This looks really sad.
It's got Russell. It's like, I was kind of like, okay, it's kind of one of those coming out of the closet movies. And it was like, oh, we're going to send you to a correction camp. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's like a gay conversion therapy.
I was like, oh, good. We're doing that. Oh, boy.
I'm very, politically, like, a time to do this. When, states are, like...
Don't
one after one banning conversion therapy.
Yeah, don't show us to Mike Pence. But yeah, like, no, it's directed by Joel Edgerton, whose last movie he directed was The Gift. And if you haven't seen that movie...
Oh, is that the scary one?
It's not really that scary. I mean, it's played as a scary movie in the trailers, but the reality is much more like a psychological thriller.
I heard it was good.
It's fantastic.
Okay, well, I'm glad then.
Yeah, go watch that one, because honestly, it's one that there's only like a couple jump scares in the entire movie, and most of it is just how it's all about just how he's damaged people and all that. And it has like the best ending it could possibly have.
Okay, I keep hearing that actually. Yeah. A lot of people seem to be in agreement on that. Okay.
the gift on the ending.
The ending is good.
Because that was the case when we were sitting in theaters, like, oh, end now, end right now, and then credits like, yes, great ending.
Verbal affirmations.
And then we got second act. I don't even remember this one.
I don't remember what it is.
Ugh, I hate it when this happens.
Second act.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. And was this the one about the girl who lies to get onto the better job?
J-Lo?
J-Lo. I thought it was J-Lo.
The J-Lo one?
It may have been the J-Lo one. Yeah, it's the J-Lo one.
J-Lo and Milo, whatever his last name is.
Yeah. Milo Peter from Heroes.
I do not know him as Peter from Heroes. I know him as Jess from Gilmore Girls Team Just for Life.
I know he's doing really good on, like, he's been very critically camped on This Is Us for the last few months.
I wanted to see that. I never watched it.
I don't know.
It's still on?
It's still going, yeah.
Wow, I didn't know it was still going.
Yeah,
Okay.
apparently play a big role in that one. But yeah, this movie looks like it exists because there's no such thing as background checks in this universe.
I don't, I'll watch J-Lo in anything. I feel like it brings me back to, like, 6th grade watching random ass TV shows.
Yeah, but J-Lo's
movies.
never known for her acting abilities.
It's not why you watch J-Lo.
But you're watching a movie with J-Lo in it, I feel like listening to music is one thing, but I don't want any more gobble gobble in my movies.
Watch J-Lo to look at J-Lo.
I can do that for
Purely
free on the
For
internet.
the sake of looking at J-Lo.
I can do that for free on YouTube and the internet, alright? I don't need to watch it. I'm just thinking that one crappy
How many
movie.
times? I can't even tell you how many times I've seen Enough.
Wait, which one is that?
Jennifer Lopez?
I don't even remember that
Her,
one.
like, ex-boyfriend or her husband or whatever is, like, an abuser. And then she,
Was that
like,
the one with
learns
Ben
how to
Affleck?
fight. No, that wasn't the one with Ben Affleck. No, maybe, no, is it Ben Affleck? I don't know.
But
I don't
I
know
know
who
she
the
used to
douche
date.
husband is. No, it wasn't Ben Affleck. It was someone else. And she, like, leaves him, learns how to fight, and then beats him up, saves her daughter.
I know her from that one movie, Giggly. That one was the one with Ben Affleck in it. They made that in 2003, back when they were still a couple.
Is that what it's called?
Giggly, yeah. It's like Gigli. So I may be mispronouncing it, but either way, I know it has like one of the most notoriously awful lines of all cinema history, where it's like supposed to be sexy time, but it's like, come get a bite of the turkey, gobble gobble.
Ew, that's gross.
Yeah. Would have been better if they just gonna like, I'm gonna baste you so hard.
Ew, so gross. I can't even handle that.
As you start munching down, yeah, it's gross.
I'm hungry.
Gobble gobble.
I'm staring at In-N-Out right now.
I know, I'm grabbing food as soon as it's done too. And then we got The Spy Who Dumped Me. That was the Mila Kunis movie.
Mila Kunis. Ugh, God. Okay, it's probably not gonna be that great.
No,
I
no.
love Mila Kunis, but
I like Mila Kunis too, but like, yeah, her movies kind of suck.
I feel like this is like another movie for money.
Yeah, I mean, it's in that niche of comedies like that are popular right now. Violence, slapstick, women screaming. It's in that niche. Then we got The Girl in the Spider's Web.
Oh, I want to see that. Somebody at my work just told me about this, and this is the first time I saw the trailer.
This is the first time hearing about it too. Like, I forgot they were making a sequel to the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Yeah.
Which I still haven't seen.
I haven't seen the American version. I've only seen the foreign version.
Yeah,
German? Was it German? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
This is a sequel to the American version, isn't though?
It's the same thing. It's the same story.
I know it's the same story, but I'm saying this is a direct sequel to the American version adaptation, though, isn't it?
I guess. I don't know.
That's on my guess anyway. I don't know, but either way, that looked interesting.
Yeah, I want to see
I
that.
was down for that. That looked good.
Intense.
Bohemian Rhapsody. I am so down for that movie.
Yeah. I heard that they kind of erased his queerness, which I'm a little upset about.
But it was in the trailer for this movie.
Is it? Okay, maybe.
Yeah, it's pretty overtly in this trailer.
Okay, good. I didn't see it.
There's a lot of scenes where the people like talking about his private life, and you see him like actively flirting with other guys.
Oh, good. Okay, I feel better about it. Okay.
I think they're talking about like I think what you're thinking of is they're possibly talking about removing his whole death by AIDS thing.
Oh, and that he's like ethnic, right? He's brown.
I don't know about that. But either way, I think that was the most controversial thing. Is like they're talking about whether or not they're going to include his death through the disease they didn't really know much about back then. So like I think I have a feeling based on what I'm seeing here that they're probably going to include it, because especially when they have lines like "I don't have much time left" or something like that.
Yeah,
it seemed to imply they're keeping that, like they're keeping the whole story in there, which I'm glad to see.
Yeah,
I'm glad they're keeping that in, because it does feel like, sadly, it does kind of feel like an important part of Freddie Mercury's story.
Yeah. It looks good.
That looks really
intense.
good. If nothing else, gonna have a fantastic soundtrack.
It looks good. Yeah. Oh.
And
yeah.
Mr. Rob, like, I forget the actor's name. Mr. Robot looks like he's gonna be great in the role too.
Mr. Robot.
He's the main actor in the Mr. Robot show.
Never saw it.
Well, either way, he's that actor.
Okay.
I know they originally wanted Borat to play Freddie Mercury. Sacha Baron Cohen. He was originally going to be Freddie Mercury, which he would have been really good in, but I guess he wanted to change it. No, he wanted to change the script too much.
Show? Oh, okay.
Like he wanted to make it more comedic, and they just clashed on that. So I was like, fuck off, Discord.
Sounds right.
Then we got Crazy Rich Asians.
Crazy Crazy Rich Asians. I don't know. Like, I don't know about the portrayal, but I feel like
it could
there's
have a
not,
better
like,
name.
Yeah, it could have a better name. It could, I don't know. Like, I feel like I really like that, like, there's more, like, Asian Pacific Islander representation in media, but, like,
but you call it Crazy Rich Asians, so I know it's just gonna be like one step forward, or like 1 step forward, 2 steps back kind of thing.
Yeah, is it? I want to be excited, but I'm not.
Is it progressive? I don't feel like it is.
I'm not super excited about this.
No, it's probably gonna suck. We got a lot of trailers. Then we got First Man. That was the Ryan Gosling movie.
I have no recollection.
That was one about like that Ryan Gosling plays like the first man on the moon.
Oh, First Man on the Moon. Okay, I remember. Yeah, it looks good. I'd watch that.
I was down for that. Like Ryan Gosling's kind of had a
Ryan Gosling.
resurgence.
Yeah.
Recently. He's been slowly escaping his pretty boy acting.
With Drive. That was pretty easy.
Yeah, Drive. I felt like Drive was a fascinating case. I couldn't tell he was like being really subtle or really lazy.
Loved it. I think it was subtlety. I think that was good. That was one of my favorites.
I get better as it kept going, but there was a while there was like I can't tell. It was kind of frustrating me at the time. But no, like between like The Nice Guys, where he was great, La La Land, which I really liked him. I don't think he can sing.
He can dance.
He can dance, but he can't sing for crap.
Watch him dance.
And there's something else I saw him recently. The Big Short. He was really good in that.
Didn't watch it yet.
But
I can't remember. No, I don't think we ended.
But if you want to see him like act like give it like a genuinely really good performance, watch The Nice Guys. He's hilarious in that movie.
I'll have to see it.
That's like a buddy cop movie with Russell Crowe.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, First Man looks good. Mm-hmm. And then we got Welcome to Marwen. This could go either way. That was the Steve Carell movie with the dolls.
Oh, I want to see this.
I don't know. I'm kind of torn out because, like, okay, it does feel like it comes out around Oscar season, so I feel like it's definitely playing the Oscar beats.
Okay.
But it's original. I'll say that much. It's an original concept, and Steve Carell is another one of the actors is really shown like, hey, we can see him as an actual actor now.
Yeah.
He's escaped the 40-year-old virgin like stereotype that he was rolling for a while.
Tell me I'm pretty.
But so like I'll watch it. I'll go see it, and it could be good. I just don't. It could border on too cheesy.
Maybe, yeah.
That's what I'm. But anyway, that was the last trailer. So, any final thoughts from Mamma Mia 2?
It's fun. Wear your boa.
Who would you recommend this for?
Moms who like ABBA and their daughters who like ABBA.
I can see that
That's
working.
the target audience.
yeah, you're not wrong. If you're anything like me, you won't like it. So, I think that's all we got. So, later this week, I got Mission Impossible, which I'm looking forward to seeing, and Teen Titans Go. That movie's getting really good reviews.
It has such good reviews. I'm just...
And like, at the point where like, it's kind of beating me down and made me slightly curious.
I did see the reviews. I was a little curious.
So I've heard it's like the Deadpool of like PG Deadpool. So like, all right, I'm kind of curious.
Wow, I didn't hear that.
I don't like the TV show, but like if the meta jokes in Teen Titans Go might work, and the movie might work for me.
We'll see. We'll
see. So thank you for dropping by today. Good to see you. And see you guys later.
I'm gonna get in and out.
Okay.